Welcome back to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy, and in today's video it's going to be my husband doing his freezer corn, and I'm going to bring you along for that process. As any food cooking day, you always have to prep your food, and my husband ended up purchasing from a farmer market type situation. Farm stand, that's what it was. Somebody was selling corn at a farm stand, and we got 4 dozen corn, give or take a few extra in a sense, because they always throw in a few extra, at least in our area, just to guarantee that there is 4 dozen, because they're usually not the ones that pick it and put it in the bag and do the counting. But yep, here's the prep work, shucking the corn. And we did it out in the garage because we were going to do it on the back deck, but it happened to be raining. And doing this whole process in the garage is so much nicer than doing it in the house because it's a lot less cleanup. And I'm telling you, once you start cutting that corn off the cob, the juices from the corn spray everywhere. So it's like a big, huge mess. But yep, we got it all done. We got all 4 dozen cut up, and we even saved quite a few that we ended up having fresh corn to eat that evening. And I also saved some to cook up later on during the week as well. Now that the process of cutting it off the cob is done, you can see here that my husband, he is measuring out batches. We're going to do 2 batches here, hence that's why we got the 4 dozen corn. I am on cleanup duty while he's doing that. Then you're going to also see him, he's going to start measuring out the ingredients. If you can see here, there's not a lot of ingredients in it, and I will put in the description box below the recipe. Minus the margarine. We put butter in ours. You can put margarine in it if you want, but we put butter. And so yep, now you can see that he's adding the cream and all that and the rest of the ingredients. Thank goodness for preseason football games, because he was able to sit and watch preseason football games while this cooled off. He would get up and he'd stir it, and that to help the process of it cooling down before he could bag it up. We put it in quart-sized bags, and he's measuring with a half cup measuring cup, only because it's easier to get it into the bag. But we have 2 cups per bag, and that's the size, that's the amount that our family eats when it's portioned out for us. It's perfect. And we lie them flat and freeze them this way, and you'll be seeing that they freeze wonderful. So it is the next day after my husband did the freezer corn, and so now I'm going to take it out. It's been lying flat on cookie sheets so it can freeze solid. I'm going to get a container, and I'm going to get it all into a container so that we can store it. So here is all the 2025 sweet cream freezer corn. This is the 2024. So I want to get all the 2025 in here. And at the bottom and in the back kind of thing. We'll see what I can get in this container here. I might have to go up and down, like one up, one down, like this. It seems to fit a little bit better. Probably. That's right. Okay, so this is full. I'm going to put the older stuff here. So we grab this first. I'm going to get this into the upright freezer, and then I got to figure out what to do with the rest of this right here. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to take the rest of these and I'm going to put them over here in this freezer, because we usually pull from the upright first before we go into the chest freezers for pretty much anything. And so I think these will be okay till we get some of that eaten down, and then I can transfer the rest of this over into there. Okay, so that is going to end this video of my husband doing the freezer corn that he does for us. It's a sweet, creamy freezer corn that we do. I don't can corn. I prefer it this way. We love the taste of it this way. Now, I am going to leave the recipe in the description box below if you're interested. There are some that do it in the oven, and I have a friend that does that, and it works for them. You can, cook it in the oven. My husband does it on the stovetop in the kettles, and that's how he's always done it. So you can do it either way. I think the recipes are pretty much the same, close to same. I'm not sure about the measurements, but as far as what goes into it, I think they are the same. So, yep, I'm going to wrap this all up. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. My husband wanted to share this freezer corn last year, and I was working, so I didn't get a chance to video him. So this year I made sure that we videoed him so that we could share it with you all. If you folks like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I want you folks to make it a really great day.